Hello, my name is Søren Rasmussen. I'm from Team Euroluna. I'm just working on the email we got from Andrew Barton concerning the Payload Placement Plan template, the draft he forwarded to our President Palle Hostrup, and which is going to discuss with Palle on the summit beginning of April. Looking at the Payload Placement Plan template from the March 18th, we see that it is asked for the latest version of the XPF payload specification, which at the moment actually is the signed master team agreement. Of course, signed master team agreements from February the 1st, 2011 in our case. Of course, we have got another XPF payload specification. It is version 4.1. It came December 6th, but it is, so to say, in negotiation, and with our design there are a couple of items which is new compared to the signed document. So Palle, he will take a talk, I'm sure, with Andy earlier April. So, looking through the documents, Payload Placement Plan template, we have filled in that the master team agreement is actually the version which is signed to. Team is Euroluna, and we will have a rover which have to carry the payload. The rover itself will be 1 kilo. The complete craft to fly to the moon will be about 4 kilos, so we are in the range of 100 grams payload. Having 100 grams on 1 kilo rover, that means we have 900 grams for our mission, and we leave 100 grams for payload, which we have signed to in the master team agreement. We have to fit it into a CubeSat module, and let me show you a CubeSat module, how we want to have it. We have the frame here. It is 10 by 10 centimeter, and the height of one module which will land on the moon is also 10 centimeter. To put 100 grams into it, it is normally done the way that we put in the PCBs. We will propose to have 2 aluminium plates which are put on threaded rods, and if the 2 PCBs, they will have a thickness of 1 millimeter. They could be made of aluminium if it is wanted, or they could be made of normal PCB material. It doesn't matter to us, but the thickness will be around 1 millimeter. So there will be 2 millimeters of aluminium on each side, and there will be a distance of about 10 millimeter for payload. So I'm working on the engineering drawing, which is actually just 2 plates, like the one you can buy in our case from ISIS. So I have put them into my design program, and the distance is our proposal 10 millimeter, each 1 millimeter thickness, and they can be arranged very well into ROMITs 3. So looking into the payload documents, there's just the specification that it has to be 100 grams in our case, and that it will require no service from the craft. So according to the master team agreement which we signed, we are working with 100 grams of payload. There should be some kind of images, or what do you call it, plaques, other elements that must be carried on the exterior of the craft, but otherwise there's no specification except the 100 grams, which we of course are working to. In the new specification there's a point that it should be possible to come to the payload from the exterior of the craft. We don't know if it will be possible. There's also a plaque location. We can find place on our satellite. It will probably, as it is a CubeSat, be on the outside. And we are working close to this document. It will come, Palle will bring a proposal of this document to the summit. We have some consideration how we can get it onto the spacecraft. As we're working with CubeSats, we have normal solar cells on the side of the CubeSat. For some kind of plaques, we can of course remove one of the solar cells so that it could be possible. But we have big difficulties with the proposal version 4.1. The designer said that it should have a minimum baseline dimension of 18 by 13 centimeters outside. With the CubeSat, which is 10 by 10, it could be difficult. I tried to make a small sketch. We have a module here. We want to land one module 10 by 10 centimeter on the moon surface. And there's a proposal for making it 18 by 13, which is unfortunately not possible to make such a new specification. So the only way you can have it is to put the payload where we have our propulsion system, or on the other side where we will have our antenna. So that means there are still some opening points in the proposal which was forwarded to us the 6th of December. Of course it is a proposal and it is free for everyone to make recommendations, but as you see, we still have something to discuss, especially on the summit. Have a nice day.